And here we are, back for week 2 of March. Sorry if the footage looks a little different than normal. I was trying out filming with my GoPro to see if I liked it. But anyway, so I started off with writing the name of the month at the top in that fun gradient I've been using with one of my Zig brushables. And of course I added a drop shadow. This week I wanted a field of clover at the bottom, or at least that's what I thought I'd do. So first I used my pastel green Ecoline marker to make a sort of rolling hill aesthetic. But it was so light it was hard to see a defined line as to where the edge was, so I added a little dashed line along it just to give it a little definition without a solid, harsh line. And then I decided this bottom field I made was going to be where I put the quote. So I only added a few clovers sticking out of it instead of covering the field, which was my original plan. I told you these are totally off the cuff 9 times out of 10. Anyway, so the quote for the week is, "If a man who can't count finds a 4-leaf clover, is he lucky?" I thought that one was sort of funny, but also an interesting question. In that same way as when someone asks if a tree falls in the woods and there's nothing around to hear it, does it make a sound? Once that was done, I moved on to the actual important part of the page, the columns for the days of the week. I alternated with my brush pen drawing clover at the top of the page for each day of the week, making the spaces for the columns 8 squares wide, and inked them really roughly with my lime green Energel pen, just for a little more definition. I added the number of the day on top of the clovers in black. After that, I decided that I liked that alternating lines that sectioned off next week and important note sections, the way that I did last week. So I did a column for those again, though they are shorter this week, so we'll see how that goes. I also added the days of the week above the numbers because I like to have them there, and I sort of forgot to write them in. You can tell they were an afterthought, which bugs me a little, but I knew I'd want them there, and not having them would bug me more than being able to tell that I forgot them until now. So, oh well. The last thing I did was add dotted lines to separate the columns for the days of the week because I felt that it was too open and didn't have enough definition. I also filled the top of the page with that same pastel green Ecoline marker that I used on the bottom, so there was a little more balance, and then just added this week to the index. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and ring the bell for more left brain type videos. And until next time, I will talk to all y'all later. Bye!